Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary and welcome to another Craft Day Monday, where every Monday I post a new video. In today's video we're going to be making this pincushion armchair with the removable seat that you could store your different things, your different needles and push pins and buttons and thimbles or whatever you want to store in it. We're going to be storing it in there. So yeah, and basically what you're going to need for this is some scrap wood that I have here. Yeah, and you're going to need some fabric or some type of material. I have a few different kinds here, but we're going to be working with the polka dot themed here that I've already started working on. So yeah, so let's just set these to the side. And I'm sorry if I'm not showing my face. I don't feel good. I have a sore throat. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I was not feeling great, but I wanted to do a video, so here I am. So I was told that I live here in Louisiana and the flu is hitting hard here. So yeah. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to start off with some scrap wood, like I mentioned. And these are 3 inches long. And you're going to need 4. And this is going to be the base. So all I did was took some hot glue. So we're just going to take some hot glue and we're just basically just going to put the frame together. That's all I'm doing. And then we're going to go ahead and put some hot glue on the ends here. And we're just going to push that into place. And we're going to hold it for a little. And this is going to be your base. And then you're going to take another piece of wood and you're just going to cover the bottom. So we're just going to cover the bottom, and it's going to be like this. And we're just going to go ahead and glue that down. And once you have this glued down, we're going to go ahead and let this dry. So I'm just going to hold it here because it's hot glue and it's not going to take long. What I did do, even though I used hot glue, I did go ahead in with my 527 multiple use glue, which is, I like this better than E6000, but that's just me. And once you get that glued into place, then you want to go over it with your glue to secure it. But I'm not going to do that because I'm going to take that apart. Oh, okay, so yeah, like that. Okay, so I'm going to put some more hot glue on here because clearly I didn't put enough, but it's fine. I didn't really want to put a whole lot because I was just going to undo it anyways. But I'll just go ahead and keep it. And I'm just taking my fingers and wiping away any extra. So once you get that, this is what you're going to end up with, the bottom, which is where you're going to store your thimbles and all that other stuff. So once you do that, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to cover it in felt. So, or, well, whatever you want, any kind of material you have, you're going to cover it. So basically, you're just going to go around the whole box and cover it. And once you go around the whole box and cover it, it's going to look like this. I already went around the whole box and I covered it. Even down at the bottom I covered it. And then So once you get this all covered, then you're going to take your material, and then you're going to go on the inside and you're going to glue that on the inside, and it's going to look like this when you glue it on the inside. So now that we have that, once you do all of that, this is what you're going to end up with. And then you're going to take your these are popsicle sticks that I cut, and they are 3.5 inches long. And then you're just going to glue those to the side of your box like this. And you're going to make sure you cover those in the material that you're working with. So once you get everything covered up, this is what it's going to look like. This is what we have. So once again, I'm bringing this back. So once again, you're going to take your sticks and you're going to glue them on just like this. And you want to hold it. And you're going to do the same thing to the other side. And you're just going to hold it. And you're going to let that dry. And once again, you're going to take whatever material that you are working with, and you're going to cover the inside and the outside. And you're going to cover that all the way around. And it's going to look like this. Just like this. And now what you're going to do is I took a piece of scrap wood, and all I did was traced it onto my wood, and I just cut it out. I basically just round everything out. There we go. So once you cut and round everything out, you're going to end up with it looking like this. And this is 4.5 inches this way, and then it is 3.5 up. And once you do that, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take both of those pieces and you're going to wrap those. I seriously hope y'all can, my lighting is better than it looks on my end. Okay. Okay, so once you get everything wrapped, once you get this cut off, and this is the back part of your seat. So it's going to be the back part. And once you get everything cut the way you want it in sand, you're going to take some of your polyfill, that's what I'm using, and you're going to put this down on the bottom first, and then you're going to take this and you're going to put it over it, and you want to make sure you put enough that the pins will go through when you push it in. And you're just going to take it and you're going to wrap it around just like you are wrapping a gift almost. So you're going to wrap it around. And once you get it wrapped around, it's going to look like this. And as you can see, it is easy for my pen cushions or my pens to go right in. So once you get that all the way wrapped, this is what it's going to look like. Once it's wrapped, and here's the back. So this is what it's going to look like once it's wrapped. And you're going to do the very same thing with the bottom of the cushion. You're going to wrap it. Okay, Coco. You're going to wrap everything just like this. So for your seat, you're going to take some more of that polyfill. You're going to put that down. You're going to put this on top and you're going to wrap it. And this is going to be the seat. And once you do that, this is what you're going to end up with. So we have our back and our bottom for our armchair. Now we're going to take that exact same fabric and we're going to make the arms of the chair. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your material that whatever you choose, and we're just going to cut, and it don't have to be perfect. Mine's is not. And I'm just going to cut a little more of this off. So this is what we have. So we got that cut. This is what we have. So I'm going to grab some of that polyfill. And you're just going to pull off a little bit. And you're going to put it right in here. And you're just going to roll. And when you get it rolled up, let's try that again. We're just going to roll it. And now, once you get it rolled, you're going to take some hot glue and you're going to secure it. And I'll just go ahead and do that for y'all so y'all can see. So we're just taking the hot glue, we're just taking the polyfill and we're rolling it in the material. And we're just going to grab some hot glue, put a little bit of hot glue there, making sure you don't burn yourself. This is what we have. I'm just going to cut a little off. And now, I'm just going to take my finger, push down in there on both sides. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue down through here. And I'm just going to take both ends and push it just like this and hold it to seal this. Put a little more hot glue. Hold this down. And this is what you end up with. And you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So we're just going to hold it. And once you get that done, you're going to end up with this. And here's all the pieces that you need. So you should, by now, you should have 2 armrests, the seat in the back, and here is the base. So now we can go ahead and start putting everything together. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue right here. And you want to make sure you use a good amount so that it don't come loose. And we're just going to push down. And I'm just going to grab a another glue stick. And I'm just going to put a little bit right here. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So we're just going to put some hot glue here. And we're just going to stick this right there. And I'm just going to hold it here for a little bit. This is what we have. So this is what we have. Now, this is our bottom, and I'm just going to stick this in here to see how about where I want it. So this is what it's going to look like. And I think I'll go, let me look. Let's see. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I'm just going to play around with it and see what end I like. Okay, so by now, this is what you should have. This is what our seat is starting to look like. And as you can see, I'm just going to grab some pins. And we're just going to go ahead and stick some pins in here. That way y'all can see that you can stick pins in. So let's take those back out. And here is our back. And I'm just playing around to see what side I like the best. And I think I'm gonna do mine like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take some of my hot glue and I'm just gonna put a little bit in the middle. And as I mentioned before, I'm going to go in with my other glue. And I'm just going to put a little bit here on each end. Because this glue is just going to hold it in place a little better. And the hot glue is just going to secure everything together. So we're just going to stick this here. And I'm going to hold it. Just until the hot glue dries in place. And while that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead, put a little bit of hot glue down through there, and we're just going to hold this. So yeah, I put a good amount of glue, so I have to give it a little bit of pressure before it actually dries because I used a lot. And then I'm going to go in with my hot glue again. And I'm just going to put a little bit down through here. And we're just going to hold this here. Trying to allow everything to dry. And now I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue down through there. And I'm just going to hold it. To allow everything to dry. And I used a good bit of glue. So this is I'm just going to have to hold this for a while. You're going to have to wait, Coco. And this is what we have. Now, I'm going to go ahead and slide my pillow back in place. And this is what we have. Now, we have this little rough edge here, and I'm going to cover that. So I'm going to take some more of the same kind of fabric that I was using. Okay. So I'm just going to cut a little bit. And I'm just going to cut it this way and cut off any uneven pieces. And now I'm just going to turn this way, and I'm just going to put this across here. Okay, I'm just pulling off some of the hot glue that got stuck to it And once it dries, it'll peel right off. So yeah, I'm not really gonna stress about that part. Actually, you know what? I think I might use, yeah, I'm gonna use a piece of this. I think I'm gonna go with this part here because I'm gonna do something different with the chair itself. So let's just cut there. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with this piece here, and I'm just gonna put that right across. So all I'm doing is just squeezing a little bit of hot glue across here, and we're just gonna go in and stick this on here. This way. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue here and over here. And I'm going to take this pillow off for a second, and I am just going to, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and take my scissors and just see if I can just cut away at this hot glue that's dried. I'm just going to try to peel it off because I honestly don't really, it's just going to set at my house, so I don't really care if it's on there. It's not like I'm doing anything with it, so it does not have to be perfectly perfect. So I'm going to stick that back in there, and here we have it. And here is what our chair looked like. And I have a little bit of lace. If you want to lay something over it, you can. So let's see. I'm just going to go, I'm just kind of just cutting out a little bit. And this part you don't have to do. I just thought about it, so I figured why not try it. I'm just going to turn this around and continue to cut. And this is what I cut out. And I'm just going to lay it over here to see what it looks like. See if I want to keep it. Turn it this way. Let me see here. I'm trying, I don't know if I want to keep this on or not. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just leave it as is. And this is what you're going to end up with. So now you could take your thread and stuff and you could start putting it in here. So I'm just gonna randomly pick out some things to store in the bottom of this. So there it is in the bottom. Just gonna take my cushion, stick that back in place, and we're gonna stick this in place. And as far as pins go, you can just start sticking your pins, ink pen, or not ink pens, safety pins, push pins, any kind of pins that you have or that you want to stick in here. I'm just randomly sticking pins in. And there you have it. Quick, fun, simple little video. It really is not as hard. I try to make this seem as easy as possible because for me it was pretty easy. Yeah. And this is it. And they some of them may vary in size. As you can see, they are pretty. One's a little bigger than the other one, but it all depends on the side of the wood that you decide to go with. This is what I went with. And here's the back. So yeah, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and a like. Please feel free to share this video with your family and friends. With that being said, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos, and I hope you all have a very nice day. Bye.